You ever meet someone who seems to have it all together all the time? They're confident, always good, always handling it. They never ask for help, never seem to struggle, and always look like they're in control. At first, you might even admire them. But then something starts to feel off. Too polished, too perfect, too forced. That's not real strength. That's a mask. And the scary part? It's a mask a lot of us are wearing, and it's slowly destroying us. Let's cut the crap. Most of us have fake strength at some point. You know the routine. You're falling apart inside. But when someone asks how you're doing, you smile and say, "I'm fine." You're exhausted, but still take on more. You feel like screaming, but swallow it. You don't want to seem weak. You want to keep it together. You want to be strong, at least on the outside. But here's the thing nobody tells you. Fake strength is like an emotional slow poison. It doesn't break you in one dramatic explosion. It chips away at you silently, bit by bit, day by day. And before you even realize it, you're numb, disconnected, anxious, resentful, and wondering why everything feels so heavy when you've done everything right. Real strength is messy. It's not polished or perfect. It's not about hiding your emotions. It's about facing them. And the longer you pretend, the harder it gets to find your way back to what's real. So why do we fake it? Where does that pressure even come from? Well, let's be honest. Society loves the strong ones, the silent soldiers, the unshakable leaders, the people who power through. We idolize the ones who never break down, never take a break, never need anything. We call them inspiring. We reward overwork, overcommitment, emotional numbness. And then we wonder why so many of us feel so burned out and alone. From the time we're kids, we're taught to equate strength with stoicism. Boys are told not to cry. Girls are told to be composed and pleasant. Emotions get labeled as drama, too much, weak. Vulnerability is painted as something shameful. And when that message gets repeated over and over, you start believing it. You start internalizing the idea that if you're not always okay, you're broken, that you're failing. So what do? We armor up. We fake confidence. We push through. We swallow our needs. We pretend. And it works for a while. You get by. People praise you. You seem strong. But inside, you're slowly shrinking. Because fake strength disconnects you from your real emotions. You stop recognizing what you actually feel. You start confusing tension for control. You become afraid to admit the truth, not just to others, but to yourself. And here's the kicker. Fake strength doesn't just affect you. It affects the people around you. When you pretend to be okay all the time, you teach others that they should do the same. You create an environment where honesty feels unsafe, where vulnerability is off limits, where everyone's just quietly suffering in their own corner, thinking they're the only one who's not coping. Fake strength turns relationships into performance. You stop sharing real struggles. You isolate. You become emotionally unavailable. And over time, that distance adds up. People start drifting. You feel alone, even in a crowded room. And the worst part? You don't even know how to ask for help anymore. You've been pretending so long, you forget what it means to be real. Let's be clear. Real strength isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's the ability to sit with discomfort, not run from it. It's choosing truth over image. It's being open, even when it's terrifying. Real strength is crying when you need to, saying no when you're at your limit, telling someone, "I'm not okay right now." It's choosing rest over burnout, honesty over people-pleasing, boundaries over approval. It's going to therapy, even when you're scared of what might come up. It's admitting that you're struggling, even when everyone thinks you have it all figured out. It's having hard conversations, showing up raw and imperfect, being okay with not being okay. None of that is easy, but that's the point. Real strength isn't about ease, it's about courage. And courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's just the quiet decision to stop pretending for one damn day. And if you don't believe fake strength is killing you, just look at the science. Bottling emotions affects your nervous system. Chronic stress from suppressing feelings contributes to heart problems, weakened immunity, insomnia, and gut issues. Your body is screaming, but you've trained yourself not to listen. You're fine, but you've got headaches every day. You're strong, but you haven't felt joy in months. You're handling it, but you snap at people for no reason. That's not strength. That's a system on the edge of collapse. Eventually, something breaks. Maybe it's your health. Maybe your marriage. Maybe your mind. Something will force you to stop pretending. The only question is, will you choose to drop the act before it drops you? You don't have to stay in performance mode forever. Start with one small act of honesty, one real conversation, one moment of asking for help instead of white-knuckling through it. You don't have to unpack everything in one day. Just begin. Let yourself cry without apologizing. Let yourself rest without earning it. Let yourself be seen, messy, emotional, unfinished. That's not weakness. That's truth. And truth is the foundation of real strength. Surround yourself with people who allow you to be real. People who don't flinch when you say, I'm struggling. People who won't try to fix you, but will sit beside you and say, me too. That's where healing begins. Fake strength might get you applause. Real strength will save your life. Stop measuring your worth by how well you hide your pain. Start asking, what would it look like to actually live instead of just surviving? Drop the act. You don't need it anymore.